We just got some huge Madden 23 leak news, and honestly, it doesn't sound half bad. Now, with Madden 23 just a few months away, this is a time of the year where EA is full-time grind on the new game. Whatever is going to be in the game has already been decided on many months ago, and it has been in development for months at this point. Now, these leaks come from Sports Gamers Online. I will link their info and their website below in the pinned comment. Usually, when they report on any type of news regarding Madden leaks, they usually wind up being correct. From years past, years experience, I don't know who their sources are, but they're usually correct. So these things are pretty much, I would say, guaranteed to be in the upcoming game, and let's get into them. So it says here on their website, Madden 23 is well in development, and SGO has learned of some major new gameplay features fans can expect with the next installment of the game from EA Sports. Everything is currently being tested within the company and still is in development. That said, these changes will see major overhauls to the game's tackling and passing systems. Now, right off the bat, that sounds good because those are two areas of the game that definitely need a lot of work, and the first thing we're going to get into is the new tackling system. So with tackling in Madden 20, they have a new system called Hit Everything. This system, according to EA Sports, will see the game take a step back from the animation-driven gameplay. The Hit Everything system will see players have more organic and consistent tackling results when trying to hit players around the field. Players will use the hit stick to trigger physics-driven animations that reward you as a tackler and how much impact you brought to a pile. You had me at the part where it said a step back from the animation-driven gameplay. Isn't that what we've all wanted for a long time now? More physics? Now, to be fair, in the past, they have said similar things in older games. We've definitely had better tackling systems in the past that were a little bit less animation-driven and had a little bit more physics to it. With it being 2022, I expect better than what we had in some of those older games. If we're taking a little bit of a step back from the animation-driven stuff and are going more towards physics and have consistent, better tackling, I don't think there's a single person that will be mad about that. It's just all about, will they deliver it? That's kind of always been the thing with EA Sports. Now, really quickly, it's important to know that we're going to be getting a ton of Madden 23 news pretty much by the week at this point. So if you don't want to miss out on any of that, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss those important videos when they go live. We're trying to hit 500K before the game comes out. So if everybody just subscribed right now, we literally hit that like today. The next thing with tackling is they're bringing back tackle battles. We know EA likes to bring back old features, so let's talk about it. What appears to be a new mini game within the game, tackle battles happen when a user attempts to perform a conservative tackle with the A or X button. This mini game will see users mash the A or X button to either make the tackle or break a tackle. During a tackle battle, the ball carrier will be more susceptible to fumbles depending on various attributes. Players will be required to use various mechanics like protecting the ball and give up to avoid the various hit stick and strip attempts from defenders. Now again, this has been in older Madden games. I believe it was in Madden 17. It does sound like they're adding a little bit more to it with the risk of fumbling and having to kind of, keep those types of things in mind about protecting the ball, because in the old system, you basically just button mash. So, it's kind of what EA does. They're bringing something back. They might be changing it a slight bit, but it's not a completely brand new feature. Skill-based passing. The biggest overhaul coming in terms of gameplay based on the information so far is the passing game in Madden 23. Madden 23 gameplay will feature a brand new skill-based passing system that will allow players to have more control over the placement, power, and/or accuracy of their passes. Now, right off the bat, this kind of sounds a little bit similar to target passing from Madden 18, which was put in the game for 1 year. It was a flop and they took it right out, but let's keep reading. In addition to being able to toggle the system on and off, like the old passing cones from years back, the skill-based passing feature will include a number of various options that can be individually set. You can enable accuracy on or off. Enabling the accuracy meter allows control over the outcome of the pass being accurate or inaccurate. Land the meter in the light green area for a perfect pass every time. Wait too long to release the button and you will throw an incomplete pass. Strength enabled on or off. The strength meter appears only when the accuracy meter is turned off. The strength meter lets you visually see how much power you're putting on the pass by filling up the green semicircles depending on how long you hold the pass button. This can be used to control the arc of the ball. A short duration hold will equal a higher arc, loftier pass. A medium duration hold would equal a moderate arc, touch pass, and a long duration hold would be a straight line or a bullet pass. So right off the bat, really what this just means is it's kind of a more complicated way of passing the ball, and if you can turn it on or off, I'm just going to assume a lot of people are going to probably turn this off, because basically instead of holding down a button to get a bullet pass or tapping it to get a lob pass, you can now use the joystick and hold that in a certain way to determine if you're going to get a bullet pass, a lob pass, or a touch pass. They're making it harder. I don't know if this is going to be required required for online play, if it's going to be able to be turned off for offline play. We don't know how all of that's going to be set up yet, but if it's available to be on or off throughout the whole game, I feel like most people are just going to turn this off. There's also a new precision pass ellipses with a reticle. So basically what this means is an ellipses with a reticle enabled on displays a gray target area indicating the area of the field the receivers are able to reach the ball. You can steer the placement of the ball by moving the reticle within the target area using the L stick. So basically this just kind of sounds like target passing, but maybe they revamped it and actually made it easier to use. So you can place the ball in certain spots away from defenders, but within the catch radius area of your wide receiver. I would assume taller wide receivers would have a bigger gray area for the catch radius. Now there's also a free-form reticle where you would hold the right trigger while passing the ball, and this unleashes free-form precision passing. This allows you to place the ball anywhere inside or outside the gray target area. The extra level of control is intended to be a high risk, high reward. With freeform reticle, you can place the ball anywhere you like, but your receiver may not be able to get to the ball. So let me rewind what I just said a second ago. This particular part of the feature is what sounds like target passing, where you can literally move and place the ball in the exact spot you want. High risk, high reward, whereas the previous system we were talking about is probably more like the precision passing we have now, but just a little bit harder of a way to do it. There's also something called a slowdown effect. It says, lastly, the slowdown is an option that allows you to slow down the game at any moment you execute a pass, allowing users more time to aim the pass, set the strength and accuracy meters. The lower number, the more the game is slowed down when making a pass. So they have examples listed here. 25 equals the game would slow down to 25% of the normal speed. 50 would slow it down to 50% of the normal speed. You kind of get the picture. At 100, it's a no slowdown effect and the game would run at normal speed. So maybe this is the way that they're making the target passing aspect of it a little bit easier, whereas when they introduced this in Madden 18, it was always at full game speed, which made it hard to execute. So I guess it really depends on what type of player you are and how these are going to be set, depending on if they're going to be required to be on for online play or if you can turn them off no matter what. If you want maybe a more realistic experience, a tougher experience, if you want passing the ball to be harder and to replicate maybe a real life a little bit more in how you aim the ball and have these precision passes, maybe you would want to play with this on for a challenge. But this definitely sounds like something that for maybe the more casual gamer, it's going to be a lot harder than the old system, and I would just see those people probably turning this off. Also keep in mind, it's still very early. We're going to get a lot more information about these specific features in the coming weeks and months, as well as just more information about the game as a whole. This is kind of just the starting point of the leaks, but these are some of the big gameplay implementations that they're looking to make for 23. You can see some screenshots of some of these features on the SGO website, which I have linked below in the pinned comment. Also later this year, we're set to get a new NFL 2K game for the first time in many years. If you want to learn more about that and what you can expect, check out this video right here, and I will see you next time.